Dubai in the UAE was country number 4 in 2024. We were spending 6 nights here before embarking on a 7-night cruise with MSC. Once again, we bought a Go City pass, which gave us great value and also helped us plan our itinerary of this huge city. We're not sponsored in any way by Go City, but I can't recommend them enough. And Go City, if you're listening, we're happy to test out your passes in any other city across the world. We were staying in the area that's considered Old Dubai, near the Dubai Creek. In hindsight, I probably wouldn't do that again, but the train system is excellent, so it wasn't that big of a deal. There's really only 2 main lines, the red and the green, and it's really easy to navigate. Word of warning though, in the late afternoon and first thing in the morning, trains can be absolutely packed, so a bit of patience is needed. Trains come every minute or so though, so you never have to wait long. Old Dubai and the Creek area make you feel like you are part of the Aladdin set. The cultural heritage area is a recreation of what Dubai used to be like and a far cry from the modern city we would encounter over the next few days. Do yourself a favour and jump on an Abra, I think that's how you say it, a traditional wooden boat that used to transport people across the creek between the Bur Dubai and Deira neighbourhoods. They still do transport people, but I'm pretty sure it's just for tourists now. You can get on a boat to cruise down the creek. I don't know why they call it a creek and not a river, but it's a lovely way to spend an hour or so. Don't miss the souks in Deira. The 3 main ones seem to be the spice, gold and textile souks. It really is pretty cool. We're not big shoppers, but to see some of the things we wanted to see, we had to go to the Dubai Mall. And of course, that's where the Burj Khalifa is. It's worth a visit though, just to see the sheer scale of this thing. Of course, who doesn't love an aquarium for a quick break if you've spent a lot of time shopping? If you jump on the train and head down to the marina area, you start to see the landscape turn from the Aladdin movie to the Jetsons. Yes, I'm showing my age here, Google it if you need to. If you're into views, Dubai has you covered. You can get to the top of so many buildings across the city for spectacular views of this city that only 50 years ago was a desert. Of course, why would you just want a view when you can slide down a piece of glass on the outside of the building? This was scary, but very, very cool. There's so much to do in the city, but let's face it, the desert is what we wanted to experience, and a few camels. A must-do for every visitor is a trip out to the desert and dinner at a Bedouin camp. We were picked up from our hotel in a 4-wheel drive and drove to the desert. I think it took about an hour and a half. You can literally see where the city stops and the desert begins. It's like night and day.
Okay, go.
After some bush bashing in the dunes, which was so much fun, we had the opportunity to ride the ATVs, take a short camel ride, then enjoy a barbecue, dinner and entertainment at the camp. This was an absolute highlight of the trip. Of course, the Burj Khalifa is amazing, there's no doubt about it. And you saw earlier the view from the top. You can book your ticket and time online or wait in the queue in the mall. This can be quite long though, so I highly recommend that you book a time slot in advance. Have you ever wanted to see some old people try to ski for the first time? The answer is that nobody wants to see that. It is pretty embarrassing, but we had the best time. At the Mall of the Emirates, you can get out of the heat and spend a day in this indoor ski resort. Skiing, bumper cars and more. This was a fantastic day. We were pretty lucky that it wasn't very busy on the baby slopes and we pretty much had the whole area to ourselves, which was handy. We're terrible. One of the most memorable experiences of our trip were the camel races. This is another must when you're in Dubai because seriously, why not? Little robots riding camels around a track while their super rich owners following cars beeping their horns. What a day this was. So, what did we think about Dubai? After hearing mixed reviews, I can honestly say that it was a huge surprise in our epic 2024 journey. We didn't find it overrated, we found plenty to do that didn't involve shopping, and we absolutely loved experiencing the old and the new. Would definitely recommend adding this to your bucket list. So, next stop, Norway. From the warm to the freezing, this is going to be epic.